Yesterday, upon the stairs, I met a man who wasn't there. He wasn't there again today. How I wish he'd go away. Prepare your ears for some weird candy.
We find ourselves again back in the warm, comforting place where everybody's welcome. We want you guys to be yourselves. We want everybody to feel good. Take in that deep breath of that sweet summer air. Oh, wait, it's fucking winter. Damn it.
Yeah, you messed that one up. I was going to say, what is this place? It's either Cheers or a warm butthole. Never mind.
I was thinking Cancun, but okay.
All
yeah,
right,
whatever you say, buddy.
That's better. Cheers or Cancun, one of those two places.
Have you ever listened to the rest of the fucking Cheers theme song? Like, the second verse is crazy, dude. Like, wife runs off the mailman. He is a fucking transsexual. I wondered why CBS didn't put that in the intro.
Maybe that's the verse they should have used.
I know. I would have watched it more.
It would have been a lot more interesting. The
Trust
mailman would have been more interesting anyway.
Trust me, everybody knows my name. Happy Tuesday, everybody. I hope the butthole of the work week isn't kicking you too hard. My name is Chris, and with me, as always, is Chuck. Your fan base is growing.
It is. It's really exciting to see. Yeah, I love it. Except for the fact that my wife is like, why do you have 1 million Facebook friends now? I'm like, why don't I?
Really?
Yeah.
That sounded like about 15.
Okay.
I'm just saying.
I was just saying. You know.
I mean, hey, if you don't hype yourself, who's going to hype you?
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
I mean, you could hire... Fuck, never mind. I forgot his name.
Flavor
Flav.
Flavor Flav! Oh, see, that's how you get a fucking response out of motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying?
I'm sure Flavor Flav's is a little bit more, especially when he's like, it's Chuck D. Did you ever notice that's my name?
Oh, my God. You are not Chuck D at all.
Yes, I am. I'm the real Chuck D. You can find me on the social media networks as the real Chuck D.
I don't think they can. Why would you tell them that? I don't think that's accurate at all, buddy.
I'm going to go home as soon as I'm done with this episode, and I'm going to start.
You're going to pay for it?
Yep.
You're going to outbid Chuck D?
Yeah.
Really? Okay.
I'm sure he's not down as the real Chuck D.
Isn't he?
I don't think so.
We're going to find out. So, yeah, if everybody could just bombard this motherfucker with emails about how he is not the real Chuck D.
But I am.
So what's been going on, man? Anything happening?
I guess we could talk about pretty much anything on here. So I was getting freaky with the wife last night, you know, in our nipple rings. Well, you know, we both have our nipples pierced.
Right.
People are like, how does he know you both have your nipples pierced? Well, we're pretty close friends. So.
I mean, who doesn't shower with their besties?
Right?
You know what I'm saying?
No
Come on.
shit. So our nipple rings got stuck together, and we're like, and then her hair's in the way, and I can't see to get them unhooked. It was a wild time. Yeah.
Sounds fun.
Yep.
Yeah, I got out of the shower the other night and went in the bedroom and hung my robe up and sat down on the bed and, man, getting old sucks, dude. I sat on top of my right nut. Yeah.
Damn, that's your favorite one, too.
I know, right? He's my bestie.
Fuck you, man. What are you talking about? Oh, man. Fine.
Dude, that shit hurt like a motherfucker, dude.
It did, yeah.
Oh, man, gravity's a bitch.
Gravity's a bitch and getting old's a bitch.
Right? You guys be sure to rate, review. Come on. Help us out. Like, we've been getting tons of reviews and stuff. I mean, you guys are killing it. We love every one of you. Thank you guys so much.
It'd be really nice to see even more, like, stories. I keep wanting the stories, man.
Right, yeah. Send them in. weirdcandypodcast@gmail.com. You can send anything, anything. Maybe you want us to cover something or maybe something we haven't talked about. Hit us up. If you just want to fucking check out the Facebook as Weird Candy Podcast at facebook.com.
Maybe you want to make fun of Chris's saggy balls.
Oh, yeah, you could do that there too. Although you might get in Facebook jail, but I hear that you get more comfortable with saggy balls the longer you spend in Facebook jail.
Really?
Yeah, that's what I heard.
I must be super tame on Facebook because I've never been in Facebook jail.
you're barely on fucking Facebook.
I know. I usually just post pictures of my art, or I share every time we have a new episode or something else that we're doing for the podcast. I share that. Other than that, it's just drawings and stuff I do.
And then you're like, okay, aliens, probe me. Check us out on Instagram, Weird Candy Podcast at Instagram.com. I guess with all that out of the way, man, you got anything else?
This is a really ridiculous thing, but have you tried that new restaurant in town?
No, I haven't.
I heard that people said that it was on fire. And they're saying it all over the place. They're saying this place is on fire, man. They are.
If it's on fire, you should call 911. I think they're saying it's fire.
Fire.
That's what the kids are saying.
Oh, it's fuck. See? Fuck. Yeah, okay.
All right, fuck it, man. Let's get weird, buddy.
Let's get weird.
It was a dark and stormy night. Now, this has to be one of the most recognizable story openings in all of history. This phrase was first written by a guy named, you ready for this, buddy?
Am I really ever ready for this?
No. Sir Edward George Earl Bulwer Lytton, 1st Baron Lytton. I mean, if that's not a fucking memorable name, then my name isn't Christopher Fraggle Nicholas Starling Jonathan Chipper Toolshed Wood III. You know what I mean?
That really is his name. Look it up. Look up the birth records. You'll see.
That's right. The point is, whether this line makes you think of authors such as Edgar Allan Poe or someone more modern like Stephen King, which is the fucking greatest ever, by the way.
I agree.
Human nature has a fairly dark way of making us intrigued by the things that scare us. When we hear about any kind of an unexplained occurrence or super fucking creepy alien probing session, for most of us, especially you weirdos that listen to this show...
Sorry, you had to say alien probing session. I just noticed that. I'm like sitting here like, oh, we're alien probing sessions.
And see, this is what we call preparation.
Yeah. Isn't that the cream you use?
God. I don't know about your hemorrhoids, but let's move on. Something inside us makes us want to know more. In 1928, a story was published in a magazine called Weird Tales. Now, that's a great fucking name for a publication. You know
it
what
is
I'm saying?
because they didn't have access to the kind of candy that we have these days. So
yeah, we only have the best candy.
That was the precursor. That was the precursor to what we're doing here for you folks right now.
Now, this story was published, and although it wasn't an immediate success upon its release, it would ultimately become the inspiration for some of the most disturbing words to ever be put to paper. While these inspired stories are awesome, the Call of Cthulhu would ultimately create one of the most terrifying visions of otherworldly beings that I never thought I could imagine. Quote, a pulpy, tentacled head surmounted a grotesque, scaly body with rudimentary wings. This is the first description the world got from author Howard Phillips Lovecraft, otherwise known as H.P. Lovecraft, about Cthulhu. Another description of the godlike beast was, quote, a monster of vaguely anthropoid outline, but with an octopus-like head whose face was a mass of feelers, a scaly, rubbery-looking body, prodigious claws on hind and forefeet, and long, narrow wings behind. Now, this unimaginable godlike creature is said to be the most powerful of the great old ones. That's what the main class of these, quote, beings is referred to as. During his lifetime, Lovecraft never got to see the immense following that his creation would take on, but over the decades since his death, an entire fucking mythos has been created. These great old ones were said to exist inside of the earth, under the ocean, in outer space, on other planets, or even other dimensions.
They've existed as long as the universe.
No, since before.
Or the universe,
Yep.
yeah.
And we'll actually kind of touch on that a little bit here.
It's so awesome.
I'm
I'm wondering when they're going to start calling us the great old ones.
Because we're old. I get it. Yeah. The myths make it clear that the names and locations are impossible for the human vocal cords to utter. Basically, I mean, he was probably like really drunk or high or something and just threw random letters together and was like, oh shit, I didn't fuck up. Human beings just can't speak the words. Yeah, that's it. Fuckers.
He dropped his alphabet cereal on the floor. The fuck?
It was probably soup. You know,
Alphabet soup, yeah.
like, for instance, Cthulhu was originally pronounced either Cthulhu or Cthulhu. Yeah, I mean, ugh. But nowadays, the most accepted way is Cthulhu. Phew. Glad we got that out of the way. I mean, I'm sure all the other names that we're going to discuss today are going to be a fucking piece of cake.
Yeah, probably not.
We got this. Yes.
You think we do? Yeah,
No,
all right, let's
I
see.
absolutely know we do not.
Most of the other names are just Steve and George,
Right.
and Bill.
This is Joe. He's a swallower of souls.
Yeah, he is.
Dude, we don't need to know your gimp. I'm sorry. Oh shit. So buddy, I did happen to find a kind of a timeline for all of this. So what do you say we jump into it?
That's really exciting. I mean, I've read the short story, the original short story, and a lot of the other stories that they say take place in this universe,
Sure.
even by like Stephen King, they say Pennywise is one of them.
Right.
So I've read a lot of this shit, but I mean, let's get into like the timeline of when these gods showed up. On
No,
Earth.
and again, this is all according to like the now created mythos. You know
right,
what I mean?
Yeah. It expanded way beyond just H.P. Lovecraft.
Oh yeah. Since his death, there's been more written since his death than he wrote in his life.
Exactly.
So, but it looks like it starts around 13.8 billion years ago when the Big Bang occurred. It's believed that at this time the elder god Azathoth, also known as the idiot god. No, I'm not making this up, dude. I swear to God. I mean, I swear to the idiot god, I guess. I don't know. When the idiot god fell into a deep eternal slumber. Now, he's called that because he is a dreaming monster whose dream is where the universe resides. But he's completely unaware of anything that is going on in this universe, you know, kind of hence the name. He's ignorant of what's happening.
It's a cool concept, though.
I like how they were like, we're
real
going to
universe.
insult him, and then we're going to like make him like innocent.
They can only insult him because he just doesn't know what's going on here in the universe. So.
Right.
Yep.
Now, we'll fast forward to about 4 billion years ago instead of 13.8. After the Earth was formed as a molten ball of lava, the god Yira shows up just as...
Do that again.
No, I will not. The tongue only rolls for certain people. You know who you are, baby. Yeah, I'm looking at you. What's up?
Why are you looking over here?
Oh, my God. Oh, she's described as a youthful, attractive, earthly female, though her shape may vary. This chick has followers from all over the fucking world, such as Myanmar, Chad, Laos, Sumer, New Mexico, and Texas. She's all like, I've come to devour y'all. Ooh, everybody get ready to be devoured, y'all.
Come on up to my porch for some lemonade and fresh cookies.
Dude, why does this sound like you're trying to invite like kids in for... Oh, no, never mind. Moving on.
You boys out there doing all the work in the fields look awfully sweaty.
Would you like some fresh squeezed lemonade?
Yep.
Anyway, it's said that her worshippers can achieve immortality, but in the process, they become a part of her. So that probably kind of sucks a little bit.
Wow,
You know?
you just get like absorbed.
I guess I didn't write it. About 3 billion years ago, the Yakubians pop up on the scene. Now, these fuckers are a race of worm-like creatures that invade worlds. Basically, they swap minds with the natives of the worlds that they invade. They have this 4-inch cube that whenever someone looks into it, their mind is drawn into the Yakubian machine.
They have a tiny little cube and your mind is drawn into their machine.
Right, and then they swap minds with you, and then when they're done, they swap back.
So your mind is just now part of the collective. It's like the Borg or something.
Yeah, exactly. Basically, you kind of gone big time. You know what I'm saying? And then you're not. And you're like, no, this sucks. About 2 billion years ago, a god called Shaunar Fawn, also known as the Horror from the Hills or the Feeder, is said to be a vampiric elephant-like humanoid that has a leech-like mouth on the end of its trunk. Now, Shaunar moves very quickly for his size, and when he feeds, he uses this, quote, mouth to suck the blood from his victims. According to the mythos, he is responsible for creating beings called the Miri Nigri, which were a race of aquatic humanoids. About 1 billion years ago, the Elder Things arrived along with Proto-Shoggoth. Oh my God, these fucking words, dude. I swear to God.
I told you, man. They're just jumbled up letters.
Right.
It's crazy. But also this amount of time. Like, I know that not all of this was just him, but when you think of something that spans immense amounts of time.
Oh, yeah.
It's cool.
For me, it's always like, it makes me feel small. You know what I'm saying?
Lots of things do. Mirrors.
Wow. Wow, dude.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about.
Yeah, nobody's laughing.
I was.
Well, yeah, you took your pants off. I always laugh when you take the only description that I could find for these bastards seems like it comes from a role-playing game, but we're going to go with it anyway. Fuck it, right? They're said to have an elastic and metamorphic body. They can extend an arm up to 3 meters or other cool shit like make an eye appear on the palm of their hand so they can get a more up-close look at something or someone.
So they could just make any different kind of like body part appear on their own body. So
right.
Like,
they just like it morphs. Like, yeah, like, oh, my dick's on my crotch. Ah, now it's on my finger. Oh, what's up?
they could really entertain themselves with some of this stuff.
Winning, duh.
They could argue with themselves by making another mouth. They could use that mouth for other things.
Wow, dude, you just went in a whole new direction, didn't you?
Well, I mean, if you can make any body part appear anywhere on your body, what are you going to do?
Oh, that's true. I'd probably have a labia.
I would have 4 nipples, and they would be in a line.
Why would you have 4? So now you're a cat or something?
They'd be straight across my forehead.
Not sure. I don't
know where I was going with that either.
Oh my God, this guy. Now, between 800 and 900 million years ago, these elder things had built civilizations all across the globe. I mean, basically, they were ruling shit like a boss. Like a boss. I don't know. Now, 750 million years ago, the flying polyps joined the party here on Earth and built their towers on land. After a while, they decided that they wanted the oceans too and started a war with the other gods that were already inhabiting them. According to this legend, the mythos, whatever you want to call it, they got their asses kicked.
Well, I mean, most people have never heard of them, so they must have gotten their asses kicked or something.
Well, you know how it goes.
Although it could have been like that fight in 7th grade.
Oh, that's true. I mean,
everybody's heard of that.
You didn't lose. I mean, just because you reached up and felt his wiener and he quit, you win. It's a fight, not a tickle party. You know what I'm saying? There are no rules.
Right. There's no rules in either of those things.
I fucking hate you. I'm sorry to say, buddy, but apparently the great race of Yith were pretty shitty at keeping records. So the only thing we really know about these assholes is that they fly without having wings, but they leave behind 5-toed radial footprints everywhere they go. Oh, yeah. They also can control air currents for offense and defense. So, you know, they got that going for them.
Some weird airbenders or some shit. They can just, that's why they can fly. They just like.
You got to attack them. They're like, I hit you with fart. Broken wind attack.
Yeah, that makes it sound like it's one of those old like turn-based role-playing games like those.
I told you that's the only thing I could find on this particular race, I swear.
It's your turn. You have to pick which attack you're going to use. Wind attack, fart attack. Well, they're both the same thing, just one's more powerful.
Well, you have wind and then you have broken wind.
Yeah.
Come on, everybody knows that. What the fuck? Now, around 450 million years ago, as the Elder Things were ruling shit like a boss.
You're going to do that all the time, aren't you?
I'm going to do as much as I can. They started to experiment. It amuses me. What do you want?
They started to amuse you. I'm sorry, but I cut you off. Go ahead.
No, it's okay. Like, tell me more about how the leech and the snail switch shells.
No, I was going to just say a lot of shit amuses you. So, would you like to tell me about the leech and the snails? Tell me.
Anyway, around 450 million years ago, they started to experiment and ultimately created the first vertebrae, fish. Now, 400 million years ago, the great race of Yith transmitted their minds to a cone-shaped race on Earth. These cone-shaped fuckers are said to have had 1 muscular foot for locomotion and 4 extensible arms or tentacles projecting from the top. I know, dude. This shit. Oh, 2 of these arms ended in claws or pinchers. The third arm ended in 4 clustered trumpet-like organs, and the fourth was topped with a spherical yellow, quote, head that had 3 dark eyes,
4 stalked, flower-like hearing organs on top, and a number of green tentacles dangling beneath. I mean, it sounds lovely, right?
It does. It sounds awful. Whatever.
It sounds what?
It sounds great.
Oh, yeah, perfect.
Never mind.
It does seem like the best thing that these fuckers did was to imprison the polyps, and they locked them in these cells underground. So,
Well, that's something.
350 million years ago, guess what happened?
What happened 350 million years ago, buddy?
Popcorn was invented.
Popcorn?
Yeah.
No shit.
And for my number one fan out there, just so you know, I like extra butter.
Yeah, well, don't tell my fans about the butter thing, so.
Yeah, his fucking cholesterol's all fucked. I mean,
I like it, but I don't want him to give it to me. And you know, with as
I
many
just
of
gotta
them-
say though, like right now, before you go any further, like it is so nice that your eyebrows are back.
Yeah, it is. It really didn't take long. Wait, if I don't let...
Oh, it took way too fucking long.
Look, if I let them go, I'll have crazy eyebrows in a
Dude,
week,
you should
man.
start braiding them.
Yeah, that sounds fun.
We're totally off fucking track here. Anyway,
Go ahead. What happened 350 years ago? 350 million years ago?
Cthulhu arrives with his people from the planet Zolf.
Cthulhu!
Woo!
Yeah!
Woo! Fucking right. Now, since we described him earlier, we won't go into too much detail here, but I do want to add that he was said to be hundreds of meters tall with webbed arms, which, I mean, that's not freaky at all, right?
No, I know people with webbed arms.
No, you don't. Oh, you're talking about Webby Windy?
Webby
I
Windy.
forgot about her. My bad.
Yeah.
At first, Cthulhu and the Elder Things went to war, but after a while, they were like, shit, bro, you're actually pretty cool. What's up, homie? You want to fuck party and shit? And then they all started partying together. It was pretty good.
Cool. That sounds like an awesome party.
And they all lived happily ever after.
It sounds like hentai porn.
Now remember, an open mind leads... No, that's not the end. My bad. Sorry, guys.
Just tentacles flailing everywhere. What kind of weird party is this?
Rave. Duh. Now, 320 million years ago, the serpent god Yig showed up and helped reptiles all over the planet to evolve. Now, there aren't too many descriptions of this guy, but from what I could find, it looks like he either manifested as a gigantic snake with the arms of a man or a reptilian humanoid creature. Dude, that fucking reminds me of someone.
Yeah, somebody we've been missing for a little while. Oh, shit.
Oh,
he's
my
here.
God. Oh, what's the...
Speak
oh,
of the fucking devil, right?
Well, hi, fellas. How's everybody doing today?
Pretty fucking good, Lizard Man.
How
What's
you
going
doing, Lizard
on?
Man? What's up, buddy?
Well, you know, the cold winter months make a man want to molt a little bit.
How they sure do.
I understand,
I
man.
bet.
Yeah. You know,
Is that why you haven't been around? Haven't been to band practice or anything like that?
Well, Chuck, I did hear you saying that you was going to replace me with one of those little robots, and
Well, it's not a robot. It's just a machine. But yeah, just
I don't
temporarily.
think that's very nice there, buddy.
I apologize, but I knew you wouldn't
My
be around.
God,
so-
Chuck. Wow, dude. How you just going to fucking...
I know, Chris. I was going to say the same thing. I'm sorry to cut you off, but I'm sure you can hear in my voice, I'm a little upset.
Look, I apologize sincerely.
I understand. No, I
Lizard
understand.
Man.
Fuck
It's a
Chuck,
referral.
right?
No, fuck Chuck. Now I got Chris and Lizard Man
That's right.
ganging
I got
up
your
on
back,
me.
Lizard.
Well, I appreciate it, Chris. I really do, buddy. But, Chuck, you're still my buddy, too.
Well, thank you. Are you going to be at rehearsals?
I'm going to start making it back as long as the weather decides to agree with my particular situation.
Cool. Then I can
I mean, I
pawn the
understand
drum
that.
machine.
I understand that. Don't you understand that, Chuck?
I absolutely do. It's getting nice out. Maybe, we'll even go on a picnic, right?
I sure do appreciate that. Just don't serve me no frog legs.
I would never. Do you like ham sandwiches?
Well, I prefer the ham to be in a whole pig.
Yeah.
I'll just eat the parts that I like if you don't mind.
I don't know where to find
I
a
don't
whole
see. I don't
pig,
see
but-
why that's the problem, Chuck. Come on, cough up the fucking money. Quit being a fucking tight ass.
All right. Well, I'll make some calls and see if I can get a pig.
I sure do appreciate that, buddy, and I'll be there for band practice. And remember, the tempo is half the pace. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. and then we get to rocking, okay?
All right, cool, yeah.
Hey, that sounds pretty good, man. I feel like Lizard. I feel like you're keeping some really good fucking beat there, buddy.
Yeah, I do have to say though, if that's the speed we're going to be doing it at, maybe we should switch over to some doom metal or something.
What do you think about that?
Well, Chuck, I'm just here for the fun of it. Let's just have a good time. What do you say, buddy?
All right, we'll do
boy.
slow paced ska music.
That's my cell phone going off. When the wife calls, Lizard's got to go.
All right, well, tell the wife and the kids we said hello.
Will do, buddy.
Hey, yeah, Lizard man, make sure you tell him I said hi, man. I don't get to see as much as Chuck.
Chris can't even pronounce your kid's name. Can you, Chris?
Well, I'm sure Chris is doing the best he can. Chuck, do you remember my kid's name? What about the other one?
Fuck.
And here we go. Conflict in the band. Anyway, fellas, I gotta go. Take care now.
All right, have fun, listen,
All
man.
right,
I love
listen,
you. I
it
really
was great to
apologize.
see you,
I
brother.
will. I'll be sure to learn your children's names.
Okay, buddy. Goodbye, guys.
Thanks for stopping by, buddy.
That was
Lizard
awesome.
Man. Yeah, that was really cool.
I'm so
It was good
glad he
talking to
came
him.
by.
It's been a while, I mean, I understand, like, I don't want anybody to see me when I'm molting.
You do that?
Don't we all?
Oh, yeah, I guess so. I had a molting incident once.
Did you?
Yeah.
How'd that play out?
I shed my skin in 5th grade algebra class.
No, you didn't. No, you didn't.
Okay. All right. Well, then let's get back to the tale.
300 million years ago, there was some kind of a cosmic cataclysm that caused the Elder's kingdom to sink into the ocean, trapping them all inside. Now we're going to jump ahead 160 million years ago. An alien race called the Migos came to Earth. They're pinkish, fungoid, crustacean-like entities with a convoluted ellipsoid, and I had to look this up, so I'll explain it for you guys. Basically, messed up circular shape, composed of pyramided, fleshy rings covered in antennae where a head would normally be. Yeah, that doesn't sound fucking disturbing at all.
No, that sounds very disturbing.
Right, dude. It's like, what the fuck, dude? Like how much opium do you have to be smoking to create this shit?
A lot. Copious amounts is the
Copious amounts of semen. They're only about 5 feet long, but their crustacean-like bodies have numerous sets of paired arms. Now, these guys also have bat-like wings that they use to fly in outer space, but they're pretty much fucking worthless to them on Earth.
So they can fly with wings in outer space, but not on Earth.
Right. Yeah. Oh my god, dude! It's a science thing, and we don't have the time for me to explain it to you. I'm sorry.
You have to get out your
My thesaurus.
astrolabe and your whatever.
Now, around 1.7 million years ago, Ithaquah showed up. Now, this bastard is said to appear as a horrifying giant with a roughly human shape and glowing red eyes. This thing is said to have inspired the Native American legend of the Wendigo, but that's a piece of candy for another time. I've already been researching it, and we're going to get into it, but a couple of the other names for it are the Windwalker and God of the Cold White Silence.
God of the
Fucking
Cold White.
nice!
Yeah, God of the Cold White Silence is the name of my new black metal band.
Is that with Lizard Man?
Yeah, well, no, Lizard Man. Well, maybe. I never asked him. I started this band while he was still out hibernating and molting.
Hey, let's not insult him too bad. Now, roughly 1 million years ago, Ithaquah teamed up with another one of these fuckers named, oh, fuck me, Afum Zahach. I sort of...
Afum Zahach.
Now, Afum Zahach is said to look kind of like a six-legged polar bear that was supposed to have wicked claws, long matted white hair, and a single large horn on his head that resembles a narwhal. I know, right?
Is that what the research told you? It resembles a narwhal?
That's exactly what the fucking research
They
said.
didn't say rhinoceros or
No, it's
unicorn.
a fucking narwhal, dude. Well, narwhal is, I think, the inspiration for unicorn. So fuck it, we're gonna go with it, right?
All right.
I hate you so much. No, it's also called the cold flame. And you ready for this one, buddy?
I think so.
No, one day I might be able to read something like this without laughing, but today's not that day.
Oh, this is going to be good.
So he's either the cold flame or the Lord of the Pole.
Lord.
Wasn't that your nickname in high school?
Yeah. Well, that's because I crossed river dancing with pole dancing and just invented my own new thing. Yeah.
You sure you weren't just smoking poles
No,
in the locker room?
I was crossing river dancing with pole dancing.
Fair enough. Now, around 200,000 years ago, humans were worshiping the gods. Oh, my God, dude, I fucking hate this episode. Gatananthoa. I know that's so wrong, so save the fucking emails. Don't bother.
That sounds like some shit that Brendan Fraser
All
said
right,
in The
well,
Mummy.
you say Ghatanothoa. Gatanathoa.
Yeah, that's about right.
Well, I feel like if I had a cold, it would sound better. Now, this fucker is described as a huge amorphous monstrosity whose appearance is so hideous that anyone who gazes upon it, or even an identical replica, would be petrified into a living mummy. That was the only description that I could find. And to me, it kind of sounds like it's got a little Medusa thing going on. You know what I mean?
Oh, I know who you're talking about. You're talking about Gatonathawa.
I hate you so much.
Gatonathawa.
I was going to say that every time I saw Medusa's titties, I get hard as a rock, but, fuck it. I mean, we're going to move on past that, I guess. They also were praying to Ithagatha and Zath-Omag, brothers to Gatanothawa. Ithagatha is said to have looked like a cyclopean humanoid frog with a great mane and a beard of squirming tentacles. I say fucking kill it and cook her legs. Like,
Yeah. Yum.
now, Zath-Omag is cone-shaped and has 4 arms that are lined with suckers like a starfish. He also has a tooth-filled maw that is said to be like a, quote, theropodian dinosaur.
Do you know what that is?
I have no fucking clue, and I meant to look it up, but I ran out of time, and I did not. So if anybody wants to look up theropodian dinosaur, let me know. I'd appreciate it. Like his brother, he also had a beard of fucking tentacles. Like, luckily, this last guy, he spends most of his time crawling around on the ocean floor, so we shouldn't have to deal with this fucker. You know?
Well, you never know what his beard looks like.
I know what your beard looks like. Oh, you don't have a beard. My bad. 18,000 years ago, the world met Loigar. Oh, man. Loigor.
I want to just simplify it and just say Loigor.
Yeah, sure. Fine. Whatever.
Loigor.
Okay, so the world met Loigar, a race that are vortices of energy and are invisible to the naked eye. They usually take the form of reptilian humanoids. Goddamn lizard Illuminati! This is the race that supposedly first enslaved humans, and I fucking knew it. It's a goddamn lizard overlords always killing my chill. Fucking horse shit, dude.
Damn.
God, fucking lizard overlord. Anyway, shortly after these assholes, we find that Conan the motherfucking barbarian comes to save the motherfucking day.
Hell yeah,
what
he
up,
does.
bitches? Whoop, whoop.
Conan comes out, right?
Right.
Damn.
Now, unfortunately, there was a great flood right after, so thanks, I guess.
Right?
I mean, Fucking heroes, am I right?
I know. I come to save the day. He saves the day. Then a flood washes everything away. It's like all your fucking effort was for naught.
Yeah, you
It's
saved
nothing.
what? You saved me to drown. Thanks. I almost would have rather been eaten by some weird ass fucking named god.
Yeah.
You know?
At least if I was chewed up and eaten, I wouldn't have to suffer drowning.
Right, exactly. Now, as far as a timeline of meeting these new gods, this is kind of where that particular period ends. And the universe that Lovecraft created, this shit goes on for fucking millennia. But I feel like this is a good place to stop the car. You know, get out, stretch your legs. Anybody have to pee?
Yeah, a little bit.
Now's the time. Now's the time, buddy. No?
I'll stay right here until the episode's over.
No? Oh, okay. How about we take some time to talk about some of the other super attractive, not at all horrifying beings that are a part of the mythos? Where are we going?
All right. So there are 3 different classes, quote, classes, for lack of a better word. These 3 different classes, all these different monsters belong to these 3 classes.
Okay.
So first, we have the Great Old Ones.
Okay.
Quite a few of the entities that we've talked about so far belong to this group. They belong in this group here. But there are literally fucking dozens and dozens of them. So we're just going to mention some of our favorites that we haven't covered yet.
Okay. And I'm sure these are going to be like only the most serious ones.
Okay.
Like, we're not going to go childish at all on this, right?
No, we're a super intelligent.
I mean, my sense of humor is very, very mature.
It is.
It is.
It is. It's way above mine.
I think we've established that.
Okay, so buckle up, weirdos. Shit's about to get all peanutty.
I don't know what you've been eating, but that's fucking awesome.
Better than corny shit, right?
Well, corny. I mean, isn't that the same thing?
All right. So let's start with Abholos, or Devourer in the Mist.
Now, see, that's a much better name than Lord of the Pole. I'm just saying.
It really
I have to
is.
throw that out there. You know, I do.
Okay, he's said to be a gray, festering blob of infinite malevolence that was born from Cthulhu's bile and tears.
I don't know, man. I mean, honestly, dude, like, it's kind of hard to sit here and picture this giant fucking monster, like, crying because he got picked last for dodgeball or something. I don't know. It's like, that's all I can imagine. He's like, they didn't pick me for dodgeball. And then like this fucking other asshole, what was his name again?
Abholos.
Abholos. Yeah.
Abholos.
He's like, oh, I didn't get picked. And then fucking now you go, oh, now we got another monster.
All right. How about Arwasa, a.k.a. the Silent Shouter on the Hill?
Dude, that makes no sense. That makes no fucking sense,
It
buddy.
makes absolute sense. This one is described...
Okay, how are you going to silently shout on a hill?
I would silently shout, but the audience wouldn't hear it.
He's a mime. He's a mime. I get it.
Yes.
Okay, moving on.
Right. This one is described as a humanoid torso with tentacles instead of limbs.
Dude, these motherfuckers love tentacles.
Yeah, they
I
do.
swear to God.
Hentai fans.
Somebody's getting pregnant. What the fuck?
It's tentacles instead of limbs, and a short neck ending in a toothless, featureless mouth.
I mean, that sounds like a good day to me. No?
Where's your crickets? That's even better.
Nobody thinks that's funny?
There's
Fine. Fuck it. Just move on then.
All right, what about this one? How about we talk about the Master of Crabs? Basatan.
Wasn't that your nickname in college?
I thought it had something to do with pole. You already said that.
No, that was high school.
Oh,
That
so
was
it
high
changed,
school.
and yeah.
Well, yeah, you met a new group of guys. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm not sorry. What was his name?
The Master of Crabs, Basatan. Basatan? Basatan.
Chris Kattan.
Chris Cthulhu.
Night
The
at the Roxbury.
Master of
Now I'm just
Crabs.
like rocking my head. Night at the Roxbury and shit.
All right, but
Don't sue us.
it's pretty unclear what his name is. But it's also pretty unclear what the fuck this shit stick looked like. But from what we here at Weird Candy could find, he was either a colossal crustacean, a crab-like humanoid, or an eldritch abomination covered in fins and tentacles.
Oh, I like the abomination one. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
I mean, these motherfuckers are obsessed with tentacles, so obviously he was a fucking abomination covered in fins and tentacles.
Fins and tentacles,
Dude,
baby.
these fucking people love tentacles. Period. Dude, that's all there is.
Yeah.
Like, period tentacles. They were all bloody. And scene.
Let's scene better in there. Cut.
And he's not going to edit this out, so I'm not even going to bother saying that. This asshole.
No, that was pretty good. I'm not going to edit that out. There's some other shit out. All right. How about Bug Shash? AKA
What was that again?
Bug Shash.
I think it's.
You really like overpronouncing this shit.
Well, yeah, I did take a course in Cthulian legend.
The human tongue is not supposed to be able to speak this language.
Well, the human tongue is not supposed to lick buttholes either, but here I am.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm sorry, Meg.
All right, so Bug Sash, aka Shash. Okay, this one's also known as the Black One or the Filler of Space, or my personal favorite, He Who Comes in the Dark.
Dude, I do that all the time. almost every time is in the dark. I'm just saying.
So, get this, man. Apparently, he appears as a black, slimy mass covered in eyes and mouths.
I guess being covered in eyes and mouths is better than being covered in elbows and assholes. You know what I'm saying? Ba-da-ba-ba! Yeah!
That's a good one.
Oh, shit. Alrighty then, buddy. What's next?
All right. I was reading about this god called...
Oh, I can't wait to hear this. I can't wait to fucking hear you pronounce this one. Oh, dude, I'm looking at this name right here on my screen. Oh, fuck yeah. Come on, dude.
Right, so
you were reading about a guy called...
Yeah, I'm reading about Lexor Igasarov.
Nice job, dude. You fucking nailed that
Boom.
shit.
I won't say it right the third time.
Fuck it. You got it the first time.
Or he's also known as He Who Devours All in the Dark.
So it's just some stupid fucking neckbeard incel living in his mom's basement, eating Doritos, drinking Mountain Dew. Damn it, Mom. I told you not to worry. I'll play Fortnite with my friends. Oh, and yes, I will take 2 grilled cheese with tomato soup. Okay. Oh, my God, Mom. Oh.
All right, fine. How about the Lord of the Black Lake, the monster in the moon, Mnamqua?
Dude, great job, man. Dude, I'm looking at these names and I'm just like, God, I'm so glad that we decided that you were gonna read this shit.
All right, Mnamqua, this non-binary god, is said to resemble a large eyeless lizard-like creature with a crown of feelers.
Goddamn fucking tentacles. These fucking... Oh, I swear to God, dude, fucking fuck the tentacles. Get the fuck out of here. Oh.
All right.
Anyway.
This is one of my favorites.
All right. What do you got?
Minogra. Or...
Dude, wait.
Yeah?
Was that racist?
No, Mnogra.
Minogra.
Minogra.
Oh, Nagra. Okay, gotcha. Just
Minogra.
making sure.
Minogra. Or She-Demon of the Shadows. Yeah.
Okay.
She-Demon of Shadows.
Kind of reminds me of this movie I found on a very prestigious website.
You're talking about Pornhub, aren't you?
No. Maybe. Don't you have a description to tell the people? Don't you have something else to say? Can we fucking just move on?
All right, fine. She's supposedly a succubus-like
See,
fiend.
I fucking told you I saw this movie.
She's a succubus-like fiend. Maybe I should read this like it's the dating game or something. Our next contestant is a succubus-like fiend with alien traits and tentacles in place of hair. This sexy vixen was supposedly worshipped by the Salem witches.
Get the fuck out of here. That was fucking great, dude. Good job, buddy. Good job.
All right.
I think the people liked it.
Our next contestant, we got Nug and Yeb, otherwise known as the Twin Blasphemies.
Did they sound like some fucking redneck parents were drunk and meant to name them Bud and Jeb, but fuck the whole thing up? Too much Bud Light, you know what I mean? It happens to the best of us, yeah. Some bitch.
All right, these two inbred assholes are said to be two horrid, nebulous masses of shape-changing vapor from which eyes, tentacles, maws, and hooves emerge. Now, according to the myth, these are two of the blasphemous parents of Cthulhu.
So wait a minute. I thought like Cthulhu created most of this shit, but now like
This is his parents.
this is his mom and dad. They're like, hey, we live in a trailer in Arkansas.
Why do you think there's so many tentacles and mouths and elbows and assholes? I mean, they're all interbreeding and stuff.
Instead of tentacles, it's just like fucking Keystone Light cans. Hey, don't get me wrong. I drink a lot of Keystone Light. I fucking love Keystone Light. And by the way, speaking of Keystone Light, check out my friend Steph's podcast, Keystone State of Mind. It's fucking awesome.
Awesome.
All right,
cool.
let's move
Shout
on.
out to another podcast. Love it.
Yes, Steph is fucking amazing. Check it out.
Maybe they'll give us one.
Steph's awesome. All right, moving on.
Nice. All right. So where were we?
I don't know. Dude, we got so goddamn sidetracked. I don't even know where the fucking notes are. I guess after all of the fucked up names and just all around mind-bending craziness that we've already covered, we've decided the last two classes, they're just not as important to our story today. So to sum them up, we've got a class called the Great Ones. I mean, in my opinion, it sounds like they kind of
does.
named themselves, didn't it?
We're the great ones.
Yeah.
You guys are the old ones. You guys are the even older ones. Well, we're the great ones.
That's right. Only great ones shave their eyebrows off and sit on their fucking right nut.
Well, that would be us.
No, we just claimed ourselves to be the great ones, but they're considered the weak gods of Earth. They're right in the dreamlands. See, we did not read ahead in the fucking notes. God damn it. Honestly, we thought about going a little deeper, but they all seem like some lame-ass canasta fans. Like, ask your parents, or I don't know, maybe ask your fucking grandparents. I don't know.
You might want to, because
It's definitely an old person hobby. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, I've got kids that are old enough to be having kids, and I don't know what the fuck canasta is.
Exactly. Anyway, our last class, it's called the Outer Gods. Now, the Outer Gods are described as the gods of the outer hells. Now, there are quite a few of these douchebags, but we're just going to touch on a couple of our favorites.
Oh, yeah.
The Blackness from the Stars is one. Now, he's said to be an immobile blob of living sentient darkness torn from the primal fabric of the cosmos at the center of the universe. This asshole is supposedly intelligent, but is just too damn fucking lazy to communicate. Like, literally, that's what they fucking say. Like, he's like fucking super smart, smartest guy in the world, but like, anybody talks to him, he's just like, yeah, got that, nailed it.
Escapes the nebula.
And next we have fuck me,
Where you at?
Dandra.
Dendra.
That is said to be a sort of blurry female entity of supernatural beauty.
I love that. Blurry female entity.
Oh
of
my god,
supernatural
dude!
Beauty.
Really? Can you keep your fucking cum off the microphone, please? Your voice sounds all sticky now. God damn it!
My voice sounds sticky.
This sexy goddess lives in an obsidian palace on Mars's moon, Deimos. Her home is made of various mirrors that distort her visage, which is that of a tentacled dark abyss. No, I mean, that sounds super sexy, right, buddy?
Yeah.
I don't think at this point we should move on.
Maybe we
don't.
should just stop here.
Right.
Have you noticed how everything in this episode is either a great name for a death or black metal band or lyrics? Or
Actually,
something?
what I have noticed more than anything is that everything in this episode is consequences of smoking way too much opium. Way too much. Yeah. And they were probably doing fucking heroin and ether at the same time.
Yeah.
They were probably hanging out with Aleister Crowley, and they were just like, fucking, yeah, I stick at ether all the time. It's almost like I just fucking constantly do ether. Blah, 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 blah. Satan. Now, out of all this shit, probably the craziest part is that there are literally dozens of cults that are alive and kicking today that worship this shit as if it were real. The oldest one that I can find is called the Esoteric Order of the Dagon. These crazy fuckers were super popular in the 1930s. They literally tried to use what they called, quote, Lovecraftian magic to raise Cthulhu and the Elder Gods. Now, I'm not the smartest guy in the urinal, but but I'm going to have to say that they fucked everything up and nothing they attempted worked. Otherwise, we would all be slaves to some giant fucking squid, octopus, tentacled sex master. I don't know. We'd be getting fucked in the ass hentai style. You know what I'm saying?
You got a ball gag in your mouth and a latex mask over your face, and there's just tentacles everywhere.
Who's my gimp? I'm your gimp. I'm your gimp. Another one that we found is called the Cult of Cthulhu. They worshipped all of the elder gods with the ultimate goal of playing unique and vital roles in their journey towards ascension. Whatever the fuck that means. I mean, I don't know. I don't know what the ascension is when all these gods like fucking despised human beings. What the fuck you're like, oh, let's raise them and fucking get them back onto the earth because they're not going to just fucking eat me and not in a sexual way. Not in a sexual way. But
we could take over these gods real easy. Just get a bunch of chefs, throw together some calamari, and
right.
cakes. It's gonna be
Wait
delicious.
Nah, dude, you cook calamari? These motherfuckers would be like, "It looks like my beard." You some bitch. You cooked my sister. Right, my mother. Right. Now, lastly, we're going to discuss my favorite by fucking far, buddy. They're called the First United Church of Cthulhu and Compotech. Now, if you make an acronym out of it, it's literally fuck it. I swear to God, dude. If you go to your fucking browser, all you guys right now, all you weirdos listening, go to your browser, type in fucc.it, and you will find the fucking First United Church of Cthulhu. I swear, I shit you fucking not. It is the greatest thing I've ever fucking seen. I mean, this shit's fucking priceless. This is fucking great. So basically, they do a kind of like tarot card drawing to figure out what is on your mind. And then they recommend ways that worshiping Cthulhu could help you. It's fucking insanity, dude. They're like, well, this tarot card says that you need tentacles in your fucking butthole.
Well, you know,
and you're like, I do need tentacles in my butthole.
I was really looking forward to going to a seafood restaurant and having some calamari. And,
but Cthulhu said,
lobster tail.
No. Oh, it's so fucking crazy. Now, while the legends of the entire mythos were created by H.P. Lovecraft, there are literally thousands upon thousands of people all over the world that think this shit is true and in turn dedicate their lives to trying to bring them back. Not trying to speak for you, buddy, but I think it's safe to say that we're not buying it.
I don't know, man. I mean, it sounds like there would be a lot of extra calamari in the world if this were true.
No. We're not allowed to eat it because that's their fucking face and their fucking arms and their fucking genitals and everything else about them. It's all fucking calamari.
It's all tentacles.
It's all calamari.
It's all calamari everywhere.
No,
I went to the fucking church and it was just calamari everywhere.
Exactly. Yeah. Oh, don't eat it. No, you gotta
eat a little bit of it.
That's
it's like
bullshit.
Here's his flesh. Here is the flesh of my flesh. So you gotta eat a little calamari.
It's not Christianity where they're like, you know, Jesus was crucified and strung up on a cross. I'll bet he loves crosses. Everybody wear crosses from now on. Get the fuck out of here. The idea that there were and are beings that are greater than anything that we could possibly imagine is pretty much normal nowadays. To think that there are these massive alien god-like creatures that are just kicking it, like fucking probably listening to fucking Bee Gees or something. They're just waiting for someone to free them. It sounds a little silly. Okay, it sounds a whole fucking lot silly. Yeah. Take a second and think about the fact that some shit-kicking redneck in Texas right now believes that all of this bullshit is true. It kind of makes my loins tingle.
Yeah, it gives me a little...
Oh, shit. I just got a chub. And now it's gone. Okay, so we're good. Now, while I do with every fiber of my being know that it's all bullshit, I just might make an offering under a full moon sooner rather than later.
What's that offering you're going to leave?
Let's just say it's a little bit of DNA. You know what I mean, buddy? Remember, an open mind leads to endless possibilities. Join us next time for another piece of weird candy.